comes. In comes.
Very unfortunate. I don't even know if we can hear anything but aces for Mark on a queen, 6, 9 flop. Noel's raised to 1.5.
Oh.
Can we ever just call?
Oh yeah, absolutely we can. But
You just said call. Well, not 3-bet 3.2.
He basically clicked it. He's basically trying to get Noel to put the chips in, but Noel, yeah. Noel was using his ace as a blocker, but he gets the message that ace-4 is not good there. But that puts Mark in a good spot now. Nice pickup from Mark. He's very comfortably in second now. So Tara's gone to check whether we've internet or I'm just talking into the void here. I'm going to go on Twitch and see what's up. Well, it looks like we might still be broadcasting. Okay, you guys can hear me. Thanks. Yeah, I'll keep going then. Yeah, so Mark, Queen 10 on the button and open. Mark uses bigger raises than is standard. I noticed that yesterday as well. It can actually be quite good because most people are kind of fairly well studied in 2 big blind ranges, but when you open to more than 2 big blinds, they're not sure. So Tara's back now. We have confirmed that we are still broadcasting. And Keith's in the big blind here. He moves all in with his ace. Mark, because of the size he's used here, he might feel he's priced in. It's 255, just over 2.5 million to call. The pot will be just under 7 million, so he needs about 35%. So if he thinks his cards are live, which they usually will be, he could actually call here. And we might be heads up already if he does make the call. I mean, obviously Keith's ahead with the ace-5, but Mark has a solid 41% here. So Mark going through all the permutations in his head. Normally with a hand like Queen 10, you have the 35% he needs here. But he folds, yeah, there's large ICM there because he's second in chips. So while he had the 35% he needed, he has a thing called risk premium as well, which is down to the ICM.
That's mine, that's the rule.
So yeah, because if he gets it in there and loses, he flips stacks basically with Keith, and now he's favoured to go out in third rather than second.
Let me just try this. Oh yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Yep. Phew, running new cables and all sorts.
Incredible.
But we're back.
Yeah. We're back. I'm not sure we were ever gone away actually, because I went on Twitch to check on my phone, and the guys said they could still hear us. So.
Excellent. Panicking, I was panicking.
Tower was running around here. So Noel's going to raise. Yeah, Noel's using the more standard size. I'm not sure why the flag says Brazilian, because Noel is definitely Irish, not Brazilian.
Yeah, that's weird. Is that, to be fair, is that an Irish flag all day?
Yeah. Maybe because he's the chip leader now and he's playing like a Brazilian.
Oh, I love it. He's been Irish all week.
Yeah.
And now Brazilian.
Yeah.
We don't think he is. So we seem to be back, thankfully. Even if we hadn't gone away, but we looked like we had gone away, but we didn't really go away. So if we were talking gibberish, apologise.
Waterfish asked if any deal was done. As far as we know, no, I believe, Tara, you said
They
that
tried
it was rejected.
four-handed.
Yeah.
It didn't come off. Yeah, they tried four-handed, but nothing materialised. They wanted to look at the numbers, and then somebody said, I don't understand ICM. So they said, why don't we just all take 25 each? And he went, well, I've got a lot more chips than you. He said, well, we'll just carry on then.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the dealings talk, and that was it. No more deal talk since.
So Mark takes down another pot. You can't really keep Mark down for long. He's clawing his way back towards Noel. Not too far behind him now. Keith is a distant third at the moment.
Solid festival, Doug. Well done. Is that
Thanks.
Jay Baxter?
Thanks, Joel.
Indeed.
So you can see there the chip counts. Noel still is the lead, but Mark has clawed him back. Keith's a long way behind now. So Keith now doesn't have too much ICM on him. He can just kind of like pick good spots. He's not trying to ladder now. He's basically trying to get back into it.
Yeah.
The other two guys, on the other hand, would like him to go before they tangle. You can see Joe Mullen, the super high roller winner, and Stephen Kavanagh railing. I'm guessing Noel. Noel is a very popular dub.
Like it.
Keith with the 6-5. As I said, like he can play very normally now. With 6-5, it's the kind of hand you would normally just limp and hope you don't get raised with, and you sort of protect that range by also limping some very strong hands like aces, kings. But he elects to just fold. Mark picks up a walk, which gets him back even closer to Noel. Looks like the blinds have gone up now too, so Keith's actually down to 12 bigs. Now you're posting 2.5 big blinds every 3 hands. So if Keith were to fold the next 15 or 16 hands, he's basically out of the tournament. So he needs to find a spot fairly quickly.
Keith with the queen deuce.
Mark continues to put the pressure on here. He's now back to pretty much level with Noel.
A few tournament cashes in his time, has Mark?
Yeah. As I said, like predominantly a cash game player, but I was extremely impressed.
Not had a tournament cash this year though.
Yeah, well, he does primarily play cash, high stakes, live cash.
Well, the Dublin Winter Festival last year.
Yeah,
the
but
main event, he went and won it.
Yeah, I was chatting to Simon Wilson after play ended last night, and Simon played with Mark for a good while too. And Simon was also very impressed by Mark's tournament game, so he definitely knows what he's doing. I do feel if Mark and Noel get heads up, there could be a deal done. Oh yeah, Joe's actually reminded me that Mark won a 3K that was run in the Dublin Poker Club a few weeks ago. It was a 100k guarantee if I remember correctly, and they just about hit the guarantee. There was like 35-40 runners or something like that, but Mark ended up taking that down, so obviously his tournament game is in shape. Yeah, you can see like Keith's not finding a spot now, and he's blinding down pretty quickly. Down to below 10 big blinds now.
Needs to move, needs to get back into it. Mark Muldoon on the left, Noel Murphy in the black t-shirt in the middle.
The good thing for Keith now is he really doesn't have to think about laddering at all. He just has to find a hand and go all in. Noel on the button. Can't imagine he's opening Jack Deuce. No. Folds it. Keith's got 7-4 suited. It's close. It's a pretty hand. This is probably just about okay to shove for 10 big blinds with no ICM. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He might try and just limp in as well. Yeah, he's gone for the limp option. He immediately gets shoved on and has to fold. What did Mark shove? Ace-5. Okay, so Mark would have been calling Ace-5. So Keith down to 9.3 now. The other two guys... Mark's actually pulled ahead again.
Both very similar in chips. Down to 3. So 19 hands at 300k.
Mark has a real hand here. He raises. No one might start to suspect Mark is stepping out of line here. King 10's a pretty strong hand, but Noel is now under the most ICM pressure because he's covered by Mark. He's going to call, just try and keep the pot small. I like this. This is a good decision. But King high flop and he's in trouble.
Jack Queen 3 flop.
That's good for the King 10. The King 10's open-ended. Yeah, but Mark is just going to check because he's got the nut no pair and a draw as well.
We've got instant service there, but we also bring the nut flush draw. It's checked again.
Oh wow, this is sneaky by Noel. He's going to get action here.
What's
now
bet 1.5. What?
No, that's got to be a misread.
That has to be right. That has to be wrong.
Oh no, I think he.
What happened there?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Can I please re-watch the hand?
Noel is top of the charts. Yeah, so Noel shoved, I think, after Mark bet, and Mark folded so fast our old eyes couldn't register it. Yeah. Mark bet the river for value, got shoved on, and again, just it's the speed that Mark operates at. It's incredible. Like most people would have to have a think there, at least with their top pair, top kicker, but Mark instantly knows his hand is no good and folds.
So we are three-handed for the title of the IPO. Noel Murphy 46, Smart Muldoon 30, and Keith on 7.
Yeah, that was a big pot for Noel. Put him back into the clear chip lead, and with Keith being so small, Mark can really put the pressure on now. Noel raises the button. Keeping the pressure up. Oh, Keith's got a hand here. Keith's going to be all in. And I think Noel's going to call. Mark has nothing, so he instantly folds. Snap call from Noel.
Here we go.
Makes the correct call.
9s for Keith. In good shape, 65% of the time. He's going to be doubling up. Ace, ace, queen. 10 on the turn. And the jack. And Keith eliminated in third.
Very unlucky for Keith. Great run from him. Played with him yesterday as well. Great run for Keith. Great score, which I presume is his biggest ever.
Yeah, nice one, Keith.
Well done, Keith.
Very nice indeed. 20,640. I think there's like a 5-minute break as they go and put them in seats 3 and 7, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's what usually happens.
Huge chip lead now for Noel after taking those chips.
Or are they just going to keep them where they are? Nice to move them round. Heads up. Oh, they're already looking at numbers.
Yeah, this doesn't surprise me.
You did say that, didn't you?
Yeah. I thought these two guys know each other very well. They have a lot of respect for each other's games. They kind of know that the cards will often decide, and it's a lot of money to gamble for now.
That's the fun. That's the fun. If I pick 6, it's only going to be 35. There's no place.
So they're having a quick chat about the money. We'll leave them for 2 minutes.
Yeah, Antonio, the TD, has come in to supervise any deal negotiations. I imagine these guys will just agree to whatever the numbers say. Neither of them is going to think they've got much of an edge over the other. Mark is a more experienced cash game player. Noel probably more experienced at tournaments.
What you playing for? What's up, man? Yeah, but what you be playing for? Wait. Is your mom on the What's his left? How much is left in the pot? 77. 5 grand. 5 grand. Let's go. Okay. So there's no antis now, is there? So still an anti, is there? Pardon? So still an anti? Apparently. Okay. So what are you going? Who goes to 7?
So you can see they're moving them around there. So they'll be facing each other. Similar to what happened in the Super High Roller, where I was in seat 7 facing Joe Mullen with a massive chip lead. Joe went on to win. This time it's Noel who's going to have the massive chip lead. They're going to go off. So we're going to take a short break here while they set up for the final table. After the break, I may be joined by my chip race co-host and better
I'm here
half,
already.
David Lapham.
Chip counts, yeah? Who's chipping this is chip, yeah? Give them a 5-minute break now. Yeah, of course. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9 to 75. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 55, 16, 0, 25. All together, perfecto. What's the big line last hand? Yours. Now he's going to be the big line. question. So, no, you sit down. So, gentlemen, now one thing, I cannot update the payouts up there until we are eliminated. You know that.
Okay, yeah. I went to small boy, did I?
What were your previous hand? You were small.
No.
Right, gentlemen. First of all, well, congratulations to making the final table. That's number one. Number two, usually when we do a deal, we shorten the clock.
Yeah, great.
Would you like to play?
So we're back now. You can see they've set up for this heads-up confrontation. Mark Muldoon from Northern Ireland on the left, brother of Mick Muldoon, who's also a famous poker player. And on the right we have Noel Murphy, local legend, very popular, as I said earlier on the stream. Quite a few online results too under the name Paddy Jam. And I am joined by...
David Lappin is in the booth. Delighted to be here, to be joined by you, Dara, for this heads-up encounter. I'm actually just going to stop by for a little while. Obviously, the strategy side of things is going to be more your forte here. Maybe I take over the anchor role for a few minutes, and then I hand back to Tower shortly. But just want to pop the head in, let everybody know I came fourth in the PLO.
Yeah,
it's
well
very
done.
important to register these achievements, these landmark achievements.
How has your festival been? You also cashed the main.
Cash the
And
main,
you got
30U, and a little
Yeah.
PLO
Very
nonsense
good,
cash.
very good festival for Team Chip Race here.
There you go.
Little bit sad to see the WPT Gold check now on the ground behind, because of course Ray Wheatley can't win it anymore.
But again, I was saying it earlier. Could we not have found a way to put his name on it and just tear it up in front of him at that savage moment of defeat?
Sorry, Ray.
Yeah, it is
my
kinda sad.
30 minutes after Ray bust, my phone blew up with people who were very sad that Ray wasn't going to win.
It's such a great promotion, and I obviously hope somebody eventually wins it. I think WPT Global are pretty committed to keeping this going across all the festivals they sponsor, at the very least until somebody takes it down.
Yeah.
They would like to give 100k away at least once. As we take a look now, Dara, one question, a little bit of strategy I want you to dig into for me here is big blind ante. Now, one thing I've noticed in the last couple of years, the very rare occasions that I do make it heads up, is we do play a big blind ante format now as standard. That's a lot more chips in the pot than there used to be in the old-fashioned ante game. Sometimes we even took the antes out, I remember, because what was the point? They were so small. But it's completely changed the strategy, right?
Totally change the strategy. There's an extra big blind in there, and like if there's no ante, let's say you're on the small blind, you're putting in half a big blind into a pot that'll be two big blinds. Now you're only asked to put a half a big blind into a pot, which if it's unraised will be three big blinds. So you really can't fold anything on the button, or almost nothing. I think I did fold one hand 6-2 off in the heads up, but that's kind of it. Like it's 6-2 off, 7-2 off, maybe 3-2 off, and you have to play pretty much everything. Oh, look at this! Mark's got kings. Oh, no action from no.
And with the gutter as well, it was the kind of spot where he could have got sticky for one.
Could have done, yeah. It's just you do kind of specifically need the 10 to feel good about your hand. Joel Baxter in the chat says, fair play to Helio, heads up in the PLO after busting the final table of the main. Yeah, that's pretty sick, and he actually came over with the book he got for making the final table of the main and got me to sign it as well before he jumped into the PLO.
Yeah, fair play to Helio. He absolutely dogged me at about 7 left.
We're not
outside
going
the
to
money.
be bitter here. This is not a time to come on and air your grievances.
Got his pocket tens in against my queens on a queen 10
Enough.
6 forward.
Enough.
Somehow
No
got
bad
there.
beats. No bad beats.
I know, I'm delighted. Do you know what? He's an absolute gentleman. I am actually
yeah.
delighted for him.
Absolute
Obviously,
gentleman.
takes a bit of moxie, Dara, to go straight from the final table, jump in aside. Got
Amazing.
maximum respect for that.
Aside with like 13 or 14 runners, it's just, that's real.
What are you
That's really
talking
hard.
about? We had 20 runners there. There were 20 people in that tournament.
And many of those were you.
One, but
Okay.
a lot of them were multiples. You might be right, but 13 uniques maybe.
Yeah.
As we see here, Battle of the Raggy Aces.
Yeah.
Noel has connected.
Noel raised, Mark called, fairly standard stuff pre-flop. You don't really want to 3-bet the ace-4.
Noel is going to look for a little bit of protection, if you want to call it that here, 700k. And it does.
Yeah, you also bet the turn so that you can go check on the river.
Can I just say, Muldoon acts so fast, we are going to have to be on our
it's
toes
unreal.
here. It's actually
No,
unreal.
no, it's-
I was like, and we're on the turn. No, the hand is over.
Yeah,
We're done.
There was a hand before the break, before you joined us, where it was ace king against king 10. The board was queen jack x when check. 9 on the turn to give Noel the straight. He checked behind sneakily. Ace on the river, giving Muldoon top pair. He bet, got shoved on. He folded so fast we didn't know what had happened. We thought that he might have won the hand. And it was only when we saw the chip counts. I've never seen anybody who acts as fast as Mark Muldoon.
Well, we're probably going to have to save some of the analysis for maybe a post-mortem where Dara and I freeze frame, slow down everything, explain what's going on, just so that we can keep up with the rapid-fire pace of action. Anyway, we have pocket fives here for Mark. No with the 6-3, seeing a board of Queen 8-7, 2 clubs, very unconnected for both players. Maybe both players trying to get the showdown. And Noel picks up a little whiff of a draw here.
Yeah, he's got the bad end of a straight draw, but he's not going to bet it. Mark can't really get value here, so it just gets checked down.
Yeah,
super fast again. Like they're both.
This is very tough. My gosh, this is going to be a hard one to commentate on.
Yeah, Waterford Fish asked no deal. I guess we don't actually know. We saw them discuss one, so we don't know whether it was agreed. I'm sure when Tower comes back, he'll be able to tell us.
Maybe they know. Yeah, is that what he went out to do? He went out to observe deal negotiations and stand over it menacingly, make sure there was no funny business.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
What a person to have for that.
Yeah. So
big shout out to Tara, by the way. Obviously, I'm delighted to be in the booth here with Dara as we, watch a bit of heads up play. But he has basically done a one-man show for the last 4 days.
Incredible stuff.
And he is a machine, and he is someone
machine.
that while an Englishman in Ireland, not always going to be a super popular person. He is an absolutely brilliant guy that we just love coming over here anytime he wants. Irish Open, IPO. He's just a legend.
Yeah. So no raises on the button. Mark definitely has a defendable hand here, and he does defend without any delay. The raggy flop. This generally favours the defender, but Noel has actually hit a pair. So Noel's going to bet, and a snap fold from Mark again. No consideration of doing anything else.
This is rapid fire stuff here. Noel Murphy with the 2-1 chip lead here. Obviously in the box seat, it could just all happen in one hand here, but. My God, I have to. I've just walked away from the tables. I'm still thinking in PLO terms. I'm still thinking about PLO equities, and these guys are playing hands about 40 seconds per hand.
It's unreal. Yeah, this is so fast. I mean, maybe there's a deal being done, so that's also speeding it up.
Tower has rejoined us in the booth, goes over to what he assumed was a pint of water on my side of the table. It wasn't, and he took a fairly big glug of it, I'm not going to lie, like it was water, looking for some refreshment, and he's actually passed out now on the floor, and apparently I'm going to have to finish out the comms now. Never take a big gulp from a David Lappin drink, even if it is clear. That would be the lesson there.
Yeah. So Noel now has a 2-1 chip lead, more than 2-1 actually. 58 big blinds to 25.
Yeah, I'm going to do one more hand, Dara. So this is your last 14 seconds with me.
Good. Yeah. 14 seconds. That seems quite long for a Muldoon hand.
I want to give it one final shout out before I run away. Dara and I have been on a bit of a road trip, the rocky road to Dublin, IPO. Over the last 2 weeks or so, we were at several live events, and that is going to be the subject of our next lock-in episode on YouTube. If anyone hasn't tuned into one of those, it's going to give you a little flavour of the sort of carries on that Dara and I get up to when we go on poker trips, and there will be quite a lot of footage from this IPO behind the scenes type stuff, so please do check that out. I would expect it to be out in the next 2 days or so. I'm pretty quick with the edits.
Yeah,
I'm going to get that out during my flight home to Malta, where I go and play more live poker. I'm going to try and finish the edit on that one, and check it out, guys.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Also looking forward to Tower returning to the booth when he's recovered from drinking whatever David Lappin drinks.
It was straight gin, Dara. I didn't even bother with
straight
tonic.
gin, yeah, obviously.
Well, the best of luck to these guys. What absolute warriors they've been over 3 days of poker. Whoever takes this one down should be terribly proud of themselves. They put on a great show, and with no more fuss, Darrow Kearney, the booth is yours.
Thank you.
Alongside Mr. Tower.
Thank you, David. Go enjoy your gin. So, as the Tower rejoins, let me just say that.
What even was that?
Straight gin, I'm pretty sure.
I'll just have a quick drink of water. Jeez.
So,
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Mark bet there is a bluff. So Mark closes the gap a little bit more on Noel. As I set up for the next time, let me just say the setup here is incredible. When I
You liked
was
it,
on,
yeah?
when I was on the feature table, it was so useful. We could see the table in front of us live, obviously not the cards. We could see stack sizes. We could see how much time was left on the time clock. Everything. It's by far the best setup I've ever seen.
Yeah, somebody was saying, oh my God, you've got the live stream on. All they have to do is watch the telly and just see what cards they've got. And then obviously with the slave, there's no whole cards.
Yeah. No, that was pretty cool because it sped the game up so much as well. We didn't have to ask for chip counts. We just kind of looked up at the screen.
Yeah.
Could see how much the guy was playing.
5 for Noel.
5s for Noel on the button.
Thanks for David for this morning and just jumping in.
So Noel raises. Mark has a hand you would normally defend here, and he does with his customary speed.
He's ordered 3 coffees. 1, 2,
2, 3.
Has he really ordered 3 coffees?
Wow. Interesting
So
spot.
6, 8, 9 flop. A pair open ender against a set of 5s.
Oh my goodness!
Whoa.
Look at this. Straight against the set. Mark will bet.
What a hand this is.
Noel is going to probably just call here because obviously he can see that there's a 4-liner out there.
Yeah.
But his set is normally still the best hand.
If this pairs.
Or a brick river.
Oh, he's paired up.
Oh, this could be the end.
Oh, this could well be the end. It's just going to be in.
This could be the end.
Wow, it's come near perfect for Noel Murphy.
Yeah. Mark has. It looks like Mark checked and Noel has moved all the. Oh no, Mark bet.
And there we
Call.
go.
It's over.
The champion. Absolutely fantastic. What a hand that was.
Unreal.
What a finish.
What a finish.
Mark still can't believe it.
You can't.
He's
Yeah.
still looking to see where his outs are. If only he got 6 cards. You can't get the winning hand from there, he says. He says you can look as long as you want to. I can't believe it, he says.
Incredible finish. Incredible finish.
Wow, what a fella. Unbelievable. Mr. Noel Murphy. Fantastic. Mark's still checking to see if he's won the hand.
He can't believe it. He can't believe after 3 days it's come down to this. He's somehow made a straight heads up and still lost.
Wow. He's had the straight on the turn and he's ended up getting paired on the river to give Noel Murphy the title. Mark Muldoon finishing second. Oh, wow. We'll have a wander down very shortly to get us in. I'm going to have a quick wander down. We're going to have a quick chat with Noel, the champion, once it's all set up. But wowzers. How was that final table? I know you've just jumped in for the final 4.
Yeah, that was super fast. A few people in the chat asking if there was a deal heads up. I've no idea. Do you know, Tara? No idea. So I am not going to Malta this week, Joe. Tara will be leaving us soon to do the winners
I'm going to
interview.
have a wander down right now. I'm going to see what the champ has got to say for himself. And I'm going to see if I can get myself one of those very special lucky coats. Because that coat has been on and off all week and he's not lost. That does it for me. So we're going to have a quick wander around. I'll leave you in the hands of Darla for 1 minute and then you'll see me wandering around very shortly.
So as Tower heads, and there he is. Tower's on screen.
Make your way back to the tables.
Here comes Noel for the winners
Hey, listen
interview.
to your contract.
I'll tell you what, I want a lucky coat like this.
Yeah,
Because how many times have you How many times have you taken it off, put it on, sat down, looked to the cards, I've doubled up, sit back down again?
Yeah, I had to go a few times already. I got a good bit of luck coming through. I had to grind as well, you know. I did. It was a bit of. It was really enjoyable tournament, and I enjoy every lads on the final table were really good players as well. So it was good crack as well.
You were down to 3 bigs yesterday.
I was.
The court went on.
Yeah.
You sat back down again. Took out the court went off.
Yeah.
Then you were in again.
Yeah.
And then the last session yesterday, you moved tables because we swapped tables. And then you end up as chip lead.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know, I just got lucky. I got a lot of luck. You need a little bit of luck in these tournaments. You know, I had some good hands as well, but I had to grind as well. I just want to say something. Dara O'Carney and David Lappin, listening to them on their podcast actually made me a much better player for them type of situations. Before I would have panicking. And if I came down to 5 or 6 blinds, I'd try and get it in. But listening to them, it just took me time. I didn't panic. I waited for my spots, and actually, it did pay off for me. So I'm really happy with that, to be honest.
And also, quickly going back to Dara, because I spoke to Dara before as well. The book on short stack play.
Great, brilliant, yeah. And that's what I was getting at the final table now. I was using that at the final table. But no, it's really, I love listening to that podcast. Because just some of the theories they talk about and the way they go through their hands, that really helps me, you know, to understand what way I'm playing hands. It just gives you a little bit of a theory in the back of your head of, you're not sort of just going out with your gut, you know. So I've really enjoyed it.
From 3 big blinds to the IPO champion, that's superb, isn't it?
And but I just want to say thanks to all the staff as well, to the people that put it on. Great, the lads that put it on. The time was brilliant. The levels going up was brilliant. Just a really enjoyable tournament. I final table last year, if you remember, I think it was 8th or something. So I was one better this year.
A lot better this year.
Nice
Quickly, we discussed deals. We didn't do deals or anything like that. And then we got the right. Just heads up with Mark.
So we done the deal. Do you want me to say that?
No, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, so I got 38, Mark got 35,
Fantastic.
and then I get the extra 4 on top. So 42. So I'm delighted.
And also, you get a trophy.
Yeah, the wife would be delighted as well.
You also get a trophy. Antonio, can you come this way? Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a massive round of applause for the champion of the IPO 2025, Mr. Noel Murphy! From 3 big blinds to a trophy. Absolutely fantastic. Loved watching you.
I love listening to your commentary as well. Your commentary is really interesting.
We'll finish on that.
So great interview from Tara there. Tara will be back to join us soon in the booth. But yeah, great winners interview as ever. Great tradition of GUK PTs and now IPO, the Tower winners interview.
I tell you what, mate. What a nice gentleman. What a nice lad.
Absolute gentleman, yeah.
You've known him for years.
Yeah, I've known him for years. Since I started playing, basically. I used to go into the Fits. He was a regular in there. Played all the tournaments around Ireland as well. Real gent. He's now a senior as well, so I see him in seniors tournaments.
Super.
Yeah. And
super. No, fantastic. Noel, real nice. Nice to mention that he reads the books and he does all the studying with you and stuff
podcast,
like that.
yeah.
Nice little touch for you.
Yeah, I know.
Stick
Super.
on your, next to the trophy that's not yours.
Yeah,
you can then.
This just
This
to be
trophy
clear,
is not his.
is not mine. This is June Jenkins' trophy.
You can then stick the accolades that the champion of the IPO has been teached and looked and reads your books and everything.
Yeah.
So very good. Thanks for the help this weekend.
Thank you, Tara.
Thanks
You've done absolutely brilliantly here. You've been. I know we kind of left you on your own because we were.
You're
playing
all
quite a
playing.
bit.
You're all doing winning things.
Yeah.
You're all winning and getting into deep runs. But no, really fantastic. Thanks to the guys that have given up all the time, for Dara for his time, for David this morning and the last 10 minutes. He jumped in for 10 minutes. Well, has he made a final table or is he just bust out? Or is
David busting 4th in PLO,
Oh,
but
very
you know,
good.
another good run for him. He's had a very good festival as well.
Yeah.
He obviously came 3rd in the super high roller and he cashed the main. So yeah, well done, David.
Absolutely. Thanks to everybody regarding the IPO. It is such a fantastic event. We absolutely love doing the IPO and coming over with Nikahara and Glenn and all the team and everybody else. Cardroom Direct bringing you the best pictures. I know we had a couple of issues with Tinterweb, but we got there in the end and it turned out to be a cracking final. But well done to Noel. Noel Murphy is champion of the IPO 2025. It was a great effort and fingers crossed we'll be sat in the same seats next year doing it all again. So we've got plenty going on. We've got next week, if you watch us in the UK, we have got the GUKPT coming up in Blackpool We've got the CAF Cup charity event next Saturday, then rolls into the GUKPT. We've got Coventry to do, and then 2 events in London, and 1 back in Coventry, and then we might have a break for Christmas. So
Tara's going to be a busy man, yeah, as ever.
you know your suitcase. I think mine's travelled just about as much.
Yep.
Thanks to you. Enjoy the rest of the 2025.
Thank you.
Yourself. You whenever you're going, wherever you're going. I know you're going to Prague.
Yep.
And whatever you do, but have a great time. Thanks for the comms as well, and thanks to you guys out there for sticking with us over the last 4 days of the live streams. They've been absolutely cracking. Really enjoyed it. Love the cash. Love to have Simon Wilson doing deep runs in everything that he played, and we've ended up with Noel Murphy being champion of the IPO. Cardroom Direct have just brought the production with WPT Global and the IPO. Thanks for tuning in. It's been an absolute cracker, and well done, Mr. Noel Murphy, champion 2025. From Tower and the team, ta-ta.
Play the all-new $250,000 guaranteed weekly Golden Bounty Championship. Join day 1 flights any day from Monday to Sunday with just $25. Earn instant bounty rewards every time you knock someone out. Then on Sunday, it's day 2 where the real action begins and massive prizes are on the line. WPT Global, the chase is on. Unlock exclusive benefits. Invite your friends to WPT Global and earn huge rewards. There's no limit. Invite as many as you want. They join your exclusive friends group and you become their group leader. Every week, your friends get tickets for daily crazy free rolls with $10,000 guaranteed. As group leader, you earn a 100% bonus from their winnings in both the daily and Sunday super